All right, we're live. Hello, everybody. How are y'all tonight?
Good
It's
evening.
Keisha.
Good evening.
I'm Keisha Nix,
I'm Vanessa Scott.
and we are here for our Thursday night chat.
Yes. Thank you guys. Welcome back. Welcome back. Last week we talked about autoimmune diseases. So this week we're going to talk about how we can support our loved ones with autoimmune. Um, Before we get started, I'm going to ask Keisha, because we started this Dear Encourager from your fight and your courageous efforts battling your autoimmune and your brain injury. Um, can you just tell us what support would you have liked um, in the first trials that you were going through?
I think the first thing I would have loved is to not have to keep reaffirming myself to others, with things like, oh, it's nothing wrong with you. You look good. And when you're already trying so hard to get up every day and just be a part of society, and when it seems like you have a sack of bricks that have been dumped on your body, and just have to argue with people about so many different things related to your body and your life and how you're feeling and what you remember and what you don't remember. If I could have just had people to understand that
Mhm.
that was, that was an extra burden on me,
Mhm.
I would have loved that. Like right now, I just put on glasses and I can't see, and I put them off. So I'm gonna take them off. And I go through that a lot because of being a person who've had, a head injury. But that really, I don't know if that's other people may deal with when they have the injury, the illnesses that people can't see, is having to reaffirm um people and well, yeah, it is an argument. No,
You're
no, you don't. Yes, yes, I do. No, no. Yes, I do. So that's something that I really wish
so
that I could
people
have.
accepting the new you, that new
Yeah,
normal that you
the new
have to
normal.
accept as well. So
Mm.
that is one of the first things that is on the list: how to support loved ones with autoimmune. The first thing is to educate yourself. Educate, we need to educate ourselves about whichever disease or disorder that our loved one has. So we don't, and you don't feel like you're having to fight and have a battle with us when you're already having a battle with your own body.
Yeah.
So that is one of the most important things that we can do first is educate ourselves about the challenges that our loved ones are going through, educate ourselves about the disease and everything that entails it. Like you're saying, the memory loss, not being able to see the visuals, or even seeing but not seeing, so making sure that we're aware, making sure that we understand
Mhm.
so that we're able to encourage as well as support, because we don't want to, and it's called, even though it's unintentional, but we're sabotaging your your health. We're sabotaging your path, your journey,
Mhm.
by doing that, by not accepting and by not educating ourselves on what our loved one is going through and what this disease is doing to them mentally as well as physically. So that's
A-
one of our number one things is educating ourselves so we can encourage, help, and support our loved ones.
And I think also with the education, also make sure you check your biases, because sometimes people feel that even like I know it's not about autoimmune, but some people feel that, let's say, Black women, we have these superpowers where we can have pain, we can deal with pain when it comes to childbirth. We don't need all that medicine, and that's why we have these mortality and morbidity rates with our
Yeah.
actual, um, childbirth, because people have biases about what they think someone is supposed to be able to handle. Okay.
Mhm.
And so it goes with all of that. And it's that, with that shake it off mentality. Oh, honey, you can't shake this off. Because if I
Right.
could, I would have been
Right.
shaking it off, dancing it off, whatever I could to make it go away. But it's I don't know why there may be a bias, but there you can't make pain just go away. You can't exercise certain things away. Exercise is good because
Yes, that is also on the list as well. But once again, that key is educating ourselves to everything and how these things like socialization um, are critical to the cognitive well-being of people who are suffering from an autoimmune disease. So making sure that we're having those friendships and they've been because they reduce stress. Having a person that you can talk to encourage you, to laugh with you, to just be there, to carry this burden with you when you're tired, or when you just need to release, to have someone there
Mhm,
with you. That does help. And it helps you in your health and having positive and better and helping you become healthier. So we need to make sure that we understand all of that these are ways that we help each other.
mhm,
um, so being a very positive support system is key. A lot of times, as you saying, when we're trying to cheer you on to be the old Keisha, cheer you on to, that's not helping. A lot of times and a lot of times it's selfish.
mm,
It's selfish because we want that old I'm so sorry.
mhm,
We want that old person who was always there for us, who always helped, who always was the person who encouraged us or helped us or did all of that. So it's selfish. It is really selfish when you think about it, when we're not willing to go that extra mile to be what you need us to be at that time, what our loved one needs us to be at that time. So we have to make sure that we are doing that we are being that for you.
my main thing is too, most people who have one autoimmune condition typically has something else going on. So that's something also to consider. So it's almost like you have to put your your family members' conditions down on a sheet of paper and kind of look at what is all happening with them to understand. Okay,
And
this
Keisha,
is what's going. Mhm,
oh, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was going to say, remember in our caregiver support 101, we talked about you need to make sure that you know all the ailments, all of what your loved one is going through. We need to have record of that. We need to have that written down
mhm,
because we need to be able to in a hospital, because sometimes when it's an emergency, we can't think at that moment of, oh, she has this and she has this and she has this, and we can miss
Mhm.
something. If we miss that, that could be detrimental to our loved one if a doctor prescribes or does something because we didn't give them all the information that they needed.
Or if someone is being pushed to do something, maybe you're like, if you get up and you do, let's say you exercise and come on, we're going to get up and we're going to walk 3 miles, but that may be contraindicated. There we go. Maybe contraindicated in the case of something else that they have. You may have good intention, but you don't realize that you may be missing something else. So, they may not, like for me, I am told I should not work out on a treadmill because there's a chance that one of my other conditions may flare and then I pass out and then I could possibly hit my head, you know. But exercise is good. So I can't, even though I'm gonna be real transparent, I do use uh I try not to exercise with all kinds of excuses, okay? But I could exercise with a recumbent bike or something like that where it's safe. But we just have to look into those kind of things and just not people who are health warriors. We just can't just give up, but just know that there are plans that have to be made so we can actually do what we need to do to maintain our own health. Okay. So, yeah, it won't be easy, but we shouldn't give up either. So,
Yeah.
just know that that's what's happening because, there, yeah, you could create a domino of negative effects, but also you can also be um, an advocate for your health and say, okay, I can't do this, but I know I can do that. Okay. So you're not going to see me running through the neighborhoods because that's all we need to see is woman down in such and such subdivision. And who knows if anybody will even stop to help me.
Right. And that's why, and I'm glad you said, and that's why it should be led by you guys. We should, because we're supporting.
Mhm,
So we let you take the lead, and we're there to encourage and support. So it does talk about exercising and encouraging it and doing it with you.
mhm.
And so if we know 3 miles might not be good, but we might can walk 3 blocks, or we might can walk 1 block, and we can
To the
walk it
middle,
together.
no, stop
Huh?
sign. To the stop sign.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. Whatever. And we're going to be there encouraging you on the way to
Mhm,
do it, whatever. And then diet. We know diet is so important. And then a lot of times, as loved ones, sometimes we self-sabotage our loved ones, not even intentionally. Just like if we're going out and I go, let's go to this place that I know doesn't serve anything that you can eat, or very little of what you can eat, or just say I'm just going to use seafood. That's not something that you should eat, and I pick a seafood place. So sometimes we can sabotage our loved ones without even thinking. That's why it's very important to go back to that first thing that I was saying, is about educating and making sure that our loved one who are suffering from the autoimmune disease is the one who's leading us, and we're just there supporting them. We need to make sure that they are taking the lead, and we are following, and we're encouraging, and we're motivating from that space and that place, and not us trying to grab their hands and lead them. So making sure that we are allowing you to lead us, so we're making sure that we're doing what's best for you and supporting you guys.
yeah, because like my new thing is I have been deemed a diabetic. Oh gosh, okay. This is all new to me. I've been a nurse, but I have never been diagnosed as a diabetic. Just like in my life, I had never had to look out for what I ate because I was Yeah, a whole lot smaller than what I am now. And
Mhm.
so, but now, that I'm a diabetic and I have to start looking out for what I eat now. And it's been hard because it seems like some force wants me to, I guess, not be able to um have proper training, because like today I was supposed to have a meeting with a diabetic educator, and she called yesterday and she didn't want to deal with me. And she was like, when she called, I'm thinking this is the call, like, hi, gonna see you tomorrow. Her call was, hi, we're supposed to meet tomorrow, do you want to cancel?
Oh,
What? Ma'am, I've been waiting to get in with you for 6 months. What do you mean? Do I want to cancel? Do you want to cancel? No.
right.
And then this morning I'm driving to go to a class, and then she goes, I get a call that says, well, we are canceling your appointment because of blah blah blah. And I'm like, I've been trying to get in for 6 months. I don't know what I'm doing because I'm still drinking Coke and I'm drinking lemonade,
Yeah.
and I'm still eating gumbo and rice because I'm gonna eat gumbo. It's just gonna happen. But you know what I'm saying? And but people need to be advocates for themselves instead of crawling in a ball and saying, oh well, nobody wants to teach me. I'm gonna have to just fight and be like, okay, teach me, or I'm gonna have to learn on my own. And if I can't hold on to it with my memory, I'm just gonna have to tear out some pictures or something and put on the pantry door. But I know now that these steroids are making me diabetic. So I have to give up on my Coke and lemonades some and try to eat healthier, because you've seen me snack all day long. You know what I'm saying? And I know now I need someone to say, sis, I love you. Stop eating the potato chips. Sis, I love you. Or you know what I'm saying?
Right.
No, that's too
Hold you
many steps.
accountable.
Yeah, hold me accountable. And that's another way of support. And even if we do have a fit, just be like, I don't care. You're mad. You'll get over it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
Right.
you don't need that. And that is a way to also support your family. Is,
Right.
you see, we're not supposed to have it. Like you said, don't invite me to a place where I shouldn't be going to eat. If
Right.
they have triple cheese fries and that's their main meal,
Mhm.
don't be mean and invite me to a place
Right.
like that.
Right. Exactly. And that's what it's about. It's about making sure that we are in line with each other and we are supporting each other. So that was our topics for tonight. And I'm just going to read the benefits of having someone to support in a positive manner. It improves the sense of belonging and purpose. It reduces stress. It produces feeling of happiness. It increases self-worth and confidence. It's better ability to cope with trauma and the changes that they are going through. It is a strong motivator when our loved ones are having to make changes in their health and lifestyle. And it also helps them hold them accountable. Um, so, those are the key benefits of helping our loved ones with autoimmune diseases. Because, once again, like as we talked about last week, we know our body is built and our autoimmune system, our immune system is our soldiers. It is what goes to war for us. And our loved ones with autoimmune, their body is going to war, but the problem is it's going to war against them. So we don't want them to have to go to war with us as well. So we need to make sure that we're being advocates for them, that we're supporting them, that we're encouraging them, that we're loving on them, and we're doing the best that we can to help them be the best version of themselves. So that is how you can help your loved one.
And this is my closing soapbox moment.
Yes.
When a person has an autoimmune condition, like Vanessa just said, they lose their fight or flight. So that's an important part of your body's function. She said it's hard because they can't be fighting with you and having their body already being their important healthy cells being attacked. If you're an instigator, stay away from your family member that's suffering. Just don't do it. But also, don't stay away from your family member because they have an autoimmune condition and you're afraid that you may cause some confusion. Don't put them in isolation. Don't leave them in isolation. Try to still go and spend time with them because that time is needed. It's very important to have time when you're going through a flare up, even if it's just a FaceTime group me, uh, what is the Google Meet, all them other Zoom, yeah. Let them see your face in some way because there is nothing more difficult than having to fight illness alone anytime.
Yes.
So be there. Nobody say you got to be there every day, all day. Be there. Just, hey, how you doing? I saw your favorite coffee in the store today. You want? I'm gonna come. You know what? I'm gonna come by and I'm gonna bring you some. I saw your favorite water, cookies, whatever. But be there. In these days and times, everybody is struggling mentally.
Yes.
The
Yes.
the time of community and being there for one another had faded. I'm starting to see it come back. And I think we should all just remember we need each other.
Yes.
So whether you got autoimmune conditions, whether you're the caregiver of someone who has whatever condition, reach out to someone and say, I would love to see you. You got 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. But make sure you just be there for one another. That's all I got to say about that.
Thank you, Keisha, for being so candid and open with your challenges, because that's what helps us, because you are a person who has been through the fire and has come out of Phoenix. So I think you're a phoenix. So I'm telling you, you are a phoenix. You are here. You're still fighting. You're
I'm
encouraging
still
others.
free.
So you are a phoenix. So I want to make sure that you know that you are a phoenix, and I
Thank you,
support
sis.
you.
Thank
And this is why we created this platform, for more people like you, so they can know they can come out of the fire and be a phoenix as well.
you. Thank you.
Until next time, guys.
Yes. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.